Alright, well, we got some rain going down today, unfortunately. But, you know, hey, it is what it is, and that's just how it is up here in the Palatine, in the forest. You gotta have rain so you get the trees. So we've cut up a bunch of wood, and I think what we're gonna do is stack this stuff up on the trailer, since we got a bunch overnight. And then let's check this guy, and he has made 80. Yeah, we're gonna sell this. This is doing nothing. So let's just get rid of it. Waste of money. We'll sell it. We lost 10 grand, whatever. It is fine. It literally has made 87 liters since we bought it and put it down. So if there's a couple hundred, it would probably be worth it, but that is not worth it at all. So yeah, that's how that is. So I think we are going to grab our tractor, grab a normal forks, load that stuff up, hopefully decently nice, but it's never that simple, is it? But hey, we're making progress. We're gonna get rid of all these trees. We're gonna get this. Whoa, I wasn't paying attention. Gotta look where you're trying to go. But yeah, so we're gonna get that cleaned up, and then our next goal will be to get all of these stumps done. We got a bunch of stumps we gotta get fixed up, and then after that, I think we are going to look at a plow, and yeah, it's soaking wet. I'm gonna make sure these fellas are all happy. Look happy out there in the rain. They got food, they got water, 100% health. That is great news. Oh, it's only November. We don't need a plow or anything yet. Yeah, so we're gonna get that cleaned up. And then after that, we should have some money. And we gotta figure out what we want to spend our money on. How did this get crooked like this? It's so crazy how things wiggle wobble in this game sometimes. Alright, I'm gonna get this stuff loaded up, and then after that I will see you guys in a bit. We might not go sell it yet, depending on how great I load it. So if we load it good, we'll keep it. If we load it like crap, we'll have to go sell it.
And when you go, I will fall back apart. Find pieces of me all over the yard. In this house of cards, she says, hey man, there were just too many days when our good intentions only got in the way. And I almost never know what I should say. Maybe nothing nowhere ever was that okay. In this house of cards, reap what you never did sow. You cannot learn what you never won't know. In this house of cards.
Alright, I think that's about as good as it's gonna get. So I think we're just gonna take these. Got 12,000 liters on down to the farmer's market and see what kind of money we could get. Should be a good little sale, I'm hoping.
And these lonely hearts.
Rolling thunder, calling down my name. Why don't you hear me wander? Ooh, ooh.
Alright, here we go. Barely made it. Oh, it's falling off. 90,000 bucks? Heck yeah! Man, that wood is freaking clutch. I need to go back in the comments and see who told me to use that, because it is freaking saving lives out here. Alright, so we're getting closer to buying either a tractor that could actually plow a little bit. I think we need about 200 horsepower. Nothing huge. So we probably need, like, can we go up this way? Let's look. We can. Let me put that map back up. So that's pretty good. So hopefully by the time we plant, we can get a tractor that could actually do a little bit of planting, and then hopefully by the time it is for, whoa, we gotta be careful, it's muddy. We don't want to roll our truck because, or Jeep, because then we won't have a Jeep anymore. Alright, so that's pretty good. We just gotta get back up there.
Ain't coming back no more. Why don't you hear me wander? Who's been whispering since I've been gone so long? Freedom calling. Got a black king glitter came this very morning. Yeah, black ink letter came this very morning. Said my baby gone away, and my good luck so gone. Folded that paper, laid it on my bed. Folded that paper, laid it on my bed. Every word she wrote me, come my poor heart did. Sun don't shine no more, rain fall through my floor. Sun don't shine no more, rain fall through my floor. Ain't no sound of laughing, just a ghost at my door. I said, Lord, have mercy, take this pain from me. Yeah, Lord, have mercy, take this pain from me. If I can't find peace in living, let that river set me free.
Hanging on, walking tall. Some days I got no use for it all. Working hard, making less. Some days are bad, bad at best. Foolish notions, foolish lies. I set to thinking I could make something of me, playing every game except the lottery, serving everybody else and told myself I'm free. Misery is a showy state of bad company. Foolish notions, foolish lies. Foolish notions, they cut me down, down to size. came along and lifted me up. The going got tough, but the tough got some love. Foolish notions, foolish lies, foolish notions that made me wanna cry. Said goodbye. I dreamt and spills, my soul was lost in time. And the future life, you by my side, I tried so hard to find it. So much can hurt that we can't see, and I don't wanna hide it. Searching for your love, and so two heartbeats keeping time. These love visions, I close my eyes, I close my eyes, I close my eyes, I close my love vision.
Oh shit, I went to the wrong place. I'm an idiot. Well, let's zip across the map. Whoop, to the other way. Alright. Alright, here we go. Now we are at the correct place. Holy cow. Well, not bad. 12.4. Up to 156. We could probably make some moves on some... I don't know what. Beats me. But we gotta make some moves. There we go. And I think our biggest issue is loading. Making trees fall down is pretty quick. Getting trees loaded in this trailer is not. So I don't know if we just need a bigger trailer. If we get 2 of these trailers, we get a truck and a trailer. I don't know. But I'm going to do some snooping and figuring things out. And I will let you know, because we need to up our expansion game.
The vision. Open my eyes to you.
Okay, so we have to go get some fuel, and I purchased another trailer, so maybe we could like dual trailer logs to sell and clean up to maybe make it a little bit not more profitable, but just quicker, less back and forth. Hopefully we'll be able to do like twice as many, which would be super huge, just so we could get that area cleaned up so we can upgrade a tractor and get a plow. And it is time to do that, and then hopefully get a skid steer as well. Those hopefully are the only big upgrades we need. And we don't even need a skid steer, that's just more of a comfort thing for myself. So yeah, I'll show you what we get when we get down there. It is pretty sweet. Unfortunately, it does break my matchiness, so that might drive me a little crazy for a while. Alright, so we got this Farm Tech forestry trailer. It's pretty sweet. It does have a crane on it, which It's already weighing us down in the front, but that is not a big deal. Need to lift this up a little bit to level it out. Oh, it's a little bit better. Go up higher. There we go. Alright, so pretty sweet. It does have a crane which could help us load logs like the ones that are on the side of the road over there still. And the big reason I got it is because it looks like it has a little hitched, I don't know, insert, so we could hopefully hook up our other trailer to it. So we can haul this one, boom, and then it will have the crane so we can do crane things. But then we can also connect the other one and haul that, and then we can dual trailer it. And that should let us get more logs cleaned up with less trips. I don't know how well this is going to work. It doesn't look as big, but I think it will give us the same amount of control. We also need to get fuel, so we'll grab that when we're down here. And now it is just time to cruise back up and see if we could hook this up to the other trailer, because that was the main reason we got this one. Alrighty, well, here is the moment of truth. Oh yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Boom, double whammy. Got both of them hooked up, so now we can load this one and this one. And we don't have to, don't save us half as many trips. Kind of wish they looked the same, like it was the same trailer, but the Farm Tech one, you can't get rid of the front end. There is another one that does both. It's kind of like a blue color, but it was like 45,000 bucks for the one with the crane, and then it was like 18 just for the trailer. So, and our Farm Tech one, I think it was like 24,000 with, because we put the meaty tires on it, so it's a bit cheaper. But I think it will work until we find like one big solution. Here's the next thing to see if our 6-meter logs are going to fit and cause any problems. And it looks like it might. So that is unfortunate. Let's see. So these ones would have to be where'd 4 put it? Yeah, 4. Got that little guy there. So that's kind of unfortunate that the long ones won't fit for now, but we can just, boom, we'll just make a bunch of smaller ones. That's kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. And by that I mean that trailer might get sold, because that's going to drive me freaking crazy. Oops. But at the same time, I don't know if the other one would fit these either. You know what? We're gonna find out. Because this, yeah, going back to the store. Oops. We need to unhook this. Alright, I'm going to the store. I will see you all when we get there. I'll show you the one I'm going to get. We're going to try it. We just won't have a crane on it. But if it lets us do what we want to do, we're going to do it. Instead of having to cut a bunch of stuff. Alright, we're here at the store. And I think it's this one. Yeah, this one also does 2 trailers to make it just timber. It looks like the back slides out. So I think that is the one we're gonna do. None of these other ones, this is the same one we have the ability to haul 2 of them. And we could always upgrade our truck, our Jeep, to a truck that has like that could haul flatbeds, and then we could just get like a long flatbed. But I don't know how great those are gonna work in our forest here. So we just need the timber trailer, 18,000. We're gonna hook up. We'll see if this extends. If we could fit the long ones, we will just sell the farm tech one and just not have a crane. I'm pretty excited for the crane, but it does take up a little bit of space. Unfold. That's interesting. Let's see. Extend arm? No. Oh, maybe I gotta hook it up to the tractor to do that. Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna go up, hook this up to the tractor, see if it extends the back of it a little bit, and then make sure that this hooked up to the trailer, and the one we just cut we'll just go throw into the our sawmill. Easy peasy. And we'll lose a little bit of money on the farm tech maybe, but at least we learned, and that is all that matters. And if this works, we might have to just buy 2 of these so the trailers match. That's just a Josh problem. Alright, so we're here. We're going to kind of put this next to... Oh, these tires are super tiny compared to our beefy ones right there. That is pretty unfortunate. Oops. Let's see. Alright, so we do need to... Oops, we do need to see if it will extend. Man, look how little that thing is. Man, I really wish this one had the ability to haul 2 of them, because this trailer just looks super rad. When they bought this and left it here on their farm, they were like, look how dope this trailer is. And now can only use 1 of them. We need 2. So, let's see if it'll still do it with our weight on. Alright, let's see. we're gonna drop all this stuff off real quick, just so we can see if it will do it a little bit easier. Because sometimes finding the buttons can be a pain when you got a bunch of attachments on. Okay, so unfold. Maybe we gotta unfold it. Oh, look at that wiggle wobble. That's kind of cool. Alright, that doesn't do anything. Let's see, R. It's not doing anything. There we go. Boom. Extended. Heck yeah. I'm gonna just leave it extended. Come on, get in there. Alright, so it does look like it is long enough. So now we just gotta see if it will connect to the black trailer. And then on this trailer, we just got that wood we'd have to get rid of, and then we can just sell it. Alright, let's dump this one. Boom. Put some straps on there. Let's see if we can pick this little guy up by hand. Nope. Cut it in half. There we go. Boom. Kind of a bummer, but you know, I think the question right now is how can we be more efficient? Because we had a ton of lumber we're gonna have to move, and can we get 2 matching trailers? I mean, at least it has like kind of off. They're not like road tires, but they're not like the super cool muddy ones like the other guy has. Alright, let's see if it will connect. Alright, and it will. So Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get rid of this wood. We're going to sell it. We are going to get rid of this piece of wood. We're going to sell it. And then I'm going to buy one more of these. And I guess those tires are kind of okay. They should work. And then they're not super muddy, but and then we will get back up here and get to work. Let's move this. Yeah, I mean, I think those tires will be okay. At least, I mean, they're not putting down like traction, right? They're not traction tires. They're just kind of tow alongs. Alright, but we do need to grab this trailer as well. Oh, that's not going to work. That wood's going to mess everything up. Oh, it did pick it up. Heck yeah. Boom. Strap it all back down. Grab this. all this is going to go to our sawmill. And then I'm going to drive on down and sell both of these. Oh, there's some straps on that one back there. Let's squeeze through here. Just kidding. Hit like a stump somewhere. What is hitting? Oh, right there. There we go. Oops. Noticed our camper. That's not good. Alright. I'll see you when we get back up here. Actually, I'll see you when we go to take a load down with the 2 trailer setup. Unless I crash on the way. Then I'll see you before we get there. Alright, so we got those loaded up. And we're going to go take them to sell. I don't know how much we'll get, but look how much space we have now. I took a couple little trees to the sawmill, and then, like, look how much is cleaned up. Is there a way I can, like, jump in here and we'll just zoom out. Oh my goodness, look at the mud on the window again. Alright, look. Dude, it, like, so much more clean. Like, we could clean that up probably on one trailer, but dude, so much better. Alright, now we gotta waddle our way down to sell this wood, which we're gonna do, hopefully. And when I can't speak English, Josh. All right, so when we get there, we'll see kind of how much we get. I just, I think we're getting about 13 to 15,000 on the other trailer, so I'm hoping we get maybe, like 24 to 28,000 between these two, just so that way it's a little bit more money. But I'm going to waddle my way down carefully so we don't lose our truck to a collision. Alright, here we go. So, let's stop there. Can we just get them both on here? I wonder if this is going to screw us. Like if they're not all the way in. We'll find out. Here's nothing. 20,000. So maybe it did screw us, having it out a little bit. So I felt like that was more than a $20,000 load. But hey, we paid for a new trailer. One of them. So that's a plus. Next time we will do one trailer and then the next, just to kind of see how it works. Alright, I gotta get back up there. We will see you, I don't know, maybe when we start working on our stumps. Okay, so we have our trees all cleaned up. The rest of them are on our trailers. We moved it out of the way, and we went and got our stump cutter. So we're gonna get this little fella on, our stump grinder on, and just start, hopefully, taking care of business. There we go. See how these go. Oh, not going over that. Guess we'll be driving in reverse. Oh man, we need more horsepower. That's all there is to it. I think we're at 90. The plow I want to get, it requires, I think, 190. So let's see, how do we get this on? There we go. So I definitely think some more power is in our future, and I wouldn't go the wrong way. Alright, so I'm just going to go around and do these stumps, and then this whole area will be done, and that's huge for us because we definitely will have enough space here to get our oats going so we can get our horses. And then we could also probably, as we keep clearing, get some more hay fields or just grass fields and silage, so that way our horses will be, our cows could be fed. So right now they're in their temporary barns, but I'm going to shut up and I'm just going to keep working. so as you saw, we got all that cleaned up. So that section, that little field, is pretty much ready to be plowed, to be stoned. Oh, we gotta pick stones. Oh, gross. So yeah, it's ready. We just gotta finish cleaning it up. So that is fantastic news. That was our huge goal for the day. I mean, we still got wood on our trailer that we need to do something with, but that's, you know, that's a tale for another tape. Luckily, we still have more trees and more area to clear out. So that's good. At some point, I actually need to figure out where we want to put permanent buildings and stuff like that. Because right now they're just in their little thing, their little temporary enclosure. Let's check how much stuff we have in here. Alright, so we still have 15,000 liters of wood in there, so that is fantastic. I think what we need to do is jump online and see if there's any good cattle to pick up. Do we open it here, or do we just drive down there and see? Like, I mean, I guess we would, right? In real life, we'd open a wrap. So we'll do that real quick, just to see if there's anything worth driving down for. This limousine, it's a little bit older than I would like. Oh, this fella right here, though. I think we need to go grab that little lady. And then that water buffalo looks pretty good too. So we'll grab our truck, we'll go down, and we will check. We'll get both of those. However, how do we look at our stuff we have here? Alright, so we got Milo. We got this limousine bowl. We got an Angus bowl. So I think the only thing that we still need is a water buffalo bowl, Highland cattle bowl as well. But we are going to name this limousine bowl. How do I do that? Change name. Oh, we don't want that. So I'm going to go L. Greg on here. Boom. We got L. Greg. Let's hit enter. Did it change it? Yeah. Confirm. Alright. Now let's go back in and see. What was he? There we go. We got old. We got L. Greg, who in, I don't know, 8 months is going to be a busy boy. You know what I mean? So we got him. Alright. So I'm going to grab our truck and our trailer. We're going to drive on down and grab those two cows and then go from there. We still got some daylight left. We still need some money, but that's a story for another day. We got 2 pallets popped out. That's pretty sweet. I wonder if we should wash our freaking windows real quick. Yeah. I got that hooked up. We're going to spray down our Jeep. How's our trailer? Oh, gross. We're going to spray this guy down too. And then I will see you down there to get our sheep. Actually, you know which ones I'm going to buy, so I'll see you when we get back up here to put them in with our homies.
If I know you for a second, maybe then it will get you to notice me. So pathetic that we're stuck in some dimension where honesty reads as weak. Why am I next to you? Next to you, next to you. If it's just sex to you, next to you. next to you. So you hide me in the corner, pull me through the kitchen, take me to your room while everybody's singing. When I say I love you, I try not to mean it. When I say I love you, I try not to mean it. I can't stay away. I can't stay away. So let you hide me in the corner, pull me through the kitchen, take me to your room.
Alright, well, they are now home with their homies. So that is fantastic. We made it safe. We didn't crash. Look at them all in there. We're going to have to get some more pins pretty soon. Luckily, this moment, they're safe. You probably saw me go into the menu over there. We do need a snowplow. I have a feeling when it snows, we are going to get stuck in here. So we do need to prepare for that situation since we're up in the mountains. And but we don't need it till January. So we'll probably grab it a different day when we go down. So now we just have to either figure out our tractor situation, because this little guy I don't think can get enough horsepower to do the plow that I would like to use. It's a John Deere one, it's square. I think it requires 190 to 200. And this guy is on the struggle bus all day already. Let's see here. Let's go to our toolbox. Go down here. Let's hit customize. Hey, at least we could get a cab to put on here. That would be nice for the winter, and it's free. Oh, 250 horsepower. So this thing jumps up quite a bit. So for $3,000, we could get 250 ponies. That's pretty good. That would definitely save us a lot of money, and we wouldn't have to do anything else for a while. So you know what? I think we do this, and then I don't have to buy a new tractor. That is fantastic. I did not think it would get that high. And we closed it in, so that way we'll be out of the elements, because we drove around in the rain. That sucked. So, alright, so that's on. That's back on. Alright, this does not look as cool, but we're good. We can grab the plow that we want. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to drive down there and grab it right now because we don't have to plow. That'll let us make sure we can get a stone picker. I don't know what we're going to do with the stones, but we can pick them. And I think our next up, we might need to look into a bulldozer or something to try to smooth this out a little bit more. There is one that I saw that would let us do cut down the tree stumps, so then we could sell the stump grinder, cut the trees, move the wood, and use that to get rid of the stumps and create a field. But yeah, I think overall we're in a pretty good spot. I'm very happy with how we are going about business right now. So yeah, I mean, we could throw some more trees in here. These are easy enough. We just cut them. I mean, this is a big dog tree. Kind of rather not cut it in there, but You know what? Why not? Launch timber. Boom. Into the sawmill. Into the sawmill. I mean, at some point we're going to have to move that sawmill, so we should probably stop putting trees in it. But we have all these little things that we can stack up somewhere. We just got to keep cooking. That's where we are at. There's a lot of little trees in here. Huh. Interesting. Alright, well, I'm going to go into the office here and come up with a game plan. So I'll see you after we finish that planning stage. So we're going to upgrade this factory. Okay, so we have a upgrade your factory mod that lets you like take your factory and just upgrade it to make it do more. So we're going to go in here. We're going to upgrade it. It's going to cost us $1,100. So now it's a level 2. And I think it goes like way faster. But you know what? We're just going to go level 3. Boom. So now I think it works like 3 times as fast. So it does 792 cycles per month. Each cycle gives us almost 100 planks or something. I don't know how that math works. It beats me. But now this guy's a level 3. So even though it costs us a bit more money, it's going to work way faster and give us way more wood beams. And we could also do some other stuff. And that way we will have extra money, since money is super important and we need to buy more stuff. Luckily we were able to upgrade our tractor, so super good upgrade episode today. I think that has been super important that we got our tractor up in horsepower, because I was looking at buying a Kubota tractor, the whatever their medium one is, but it only had 200 horsepower, so we could keep rocking this little guy for a bit longer, which is fantastic. It didn't really cost us much money, so that's even better. And it still gives me a little bit more time to figure out what brand I want to go with. I did find a John Deere telehandler that I've installed in case we go John Deere. I like telehandlers really a lot. And then we also have the New Holland, which I think I might be leaning towards the New Holland, since I haven't really done like a big New Holland usage. So that way be kind of different, kind of fresh. Oh, got a little stick on here. So we might go New Holland, get a New Holland tractor, get a New Holland combine. We could get a New Holland either skid steer or telehandler. Both of those would be an option. So I think that's the way I'm leaning. But right now we don't gotta worry about it because we got this beast. And until the wheels fall off, we're just gonna keep using him. Little orange here, and I think the big piece of it will just be what brand, either telehandler or a skid steer we buy, because I got a John Deere skid steer as well. So there we go, boom. All right, I'm just gonna keep plugging away. I don't know how much more of this you want to see, but we've done a bunch today, so I'm pretty excited. Big upgrade day. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching the episode. Oh, we got a stick on here. Let's pack him out. A stick. I guess it's a branch, not a stick, but same difference. Alright, there we go. Let's get up a little bit more. There we go. Alright, yeah, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching the video. Thanks for all the comments and subscribers, all the new people here. We are up to, at the time of recording this, 297 subscribers. So we need at least 297 cattle to kind of complete the amount of cattle we need. And I think that's not going to be like cattle that we like sell. So if we sell a cattle, that doesn't count. We want to have like 297 cattle on our ranch that are producing calves, and kind of, you know, keeping that, at least that number for a while, as we're selling other ones and things like that. I haven't figured out how we take that number and change it to how many horses we need on a ranch. So we could do like I was thinking about maybe 10% of that number, since horses I have to do all the work on, and that's going to be horrible. You gotta kind of pick this guy up and move it. So I don't know if, you know, if we're at almost 300, 10% would be 30 horses. I don't know how long that would take me to ride and brush and handle every day. So if you got a good idea what a good number of horses are, I haven't really found much horse ranches out there, like big ones. So maybe it is worth it. Maybe we get up to, you know, once we hit 30 horses or something, I'm allowed to hire a helper to take care of the horses for us. But I feel like at that point we shouldn't have a bunch of work to do. Like right now we got to clear everything, we got to build everything. I feel like at that point we'll just be maintaining a pretty complete ranch. So yeah, leave your thoughts in the comments below. Everyone so far has had great comments, great ideas. Very helpful with extending the trailers. These ones were able to extend as well with that same method. We got one cow named, one bull. We got old Greg here, so that's pretty cool. I'm glad to see someone suggest a name. Otherwise I'm just gonna have my daughter name them, so we'll have a bunch of pink princesses or something, who knows. And ooh, no, on that note, I am just going to continue to clear some trees until nighttime and sell wood, and then I will see you all in the next episode. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for hanging out. Peace. Oh, that was almost bad.